escape. You couldn't get out of there. There were so many times I tried to intervene. There was a lot of times.
I'm sick of this. Sick of these people. I'm sick of these haters and jealous people in real life too. And when all I did was protect that girl, all I did. Oh, now she says, oh, I don't care anymore, blah, 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 blah.
Only bad thing about a star is they burn up. Niggas say turn up, hoes say turn up.
Do you regret ever getting involved in...
I didn't have a choice. It got bad when I was about 15 years old.
The music world is mourning the death of singer Aaron Carter. The 34-year-old was found dead in his California home yesterday. Authorities say he was found in his bathtub, but a cause of death remains unknown. Carter rose to fame at a very young age, known for his music and acting career, but battled mental health issues and addiction.
Aaron Carter's older brother Nick Carter from Backstreet Boys just came out to point fingers at Diddy in connection to Aaron's death, and it looks like he holds Diddy completely responsible. There's still a whole lot of mystery swirling around Aaron Carter's death, and honestly, the more people dig, the more suspicious it all starts to feel. From jump, things just weren't adding up. Too many odd details, too many unanswered questions. Then a few weeks back, some reports dropped hinting that Diddy might have somehow been connected. Now, calling Diddy's track record shady feels like putting it very lightly, and he's been tied to all kinds of drama over the years, but according to some of these new claims, Aaron's death may have kept some major dirt from coming to light. Word on the streets is that Nick Carter is now throwing serious accusations Diddy's way, even suggesting that he had something to do with Aaron's passing to keep his own secrets buried. But y'all, that's not even the end of it. Now the streets are buzzing with talk that Aaron was working on one last video before he died, and folks who claim to have seen it say it was obvious he was running from someone.
I went through some pretty traumatizing events.
I stayed at his house. I stayed in his bedroom.
How old were you?
I was 15, and I remember him just sitting down with me, being like, this is kind of like what you got to do, Aaron, in your future.
Now the question is, what exactly did Diddy have to do with Aaron looking over his shoulder like that? And more importantly, if this video ever sees the light of day, could it finally be the smoking gun that brings Diddy down for real? Before we get into the claims about Aaron's connection to Diddy and the tragic events leading up to his death, let's rewind for a minute. To really understand how things ended the way they did, we need to look at the full picture. We're talking about the non-stop pressure of being in the spotlight to the heartbreaking betrayals he faced, even from his own mother. Aaron's life was shaped by way more than just what the public saw. His rise to fame looked like a fairy tale on the surface, and he was the new golden child of pop, winning over fans with his charm, energy, and hit songs. And by the time he was a teenager, he was selling millions of albums and living what looked like a dream. But behind the scenes, it was a completely different story, one filled with chaos, exploitation, and emotional pain that fame only made worse. Now, by the time Aaron turned 15, the cracks in that picture-perfect pop star image started to show. If you paid close attention during interviews or even on MTV Cribs, you could sense something wasn't quite right. All the glitz and glam couldn't completely mask the reality. Behind the flashy cars and big houses was a lonely, exhausted teen trying to keep up with the machine that never stopped. While fans were cheering him on, Aaron was quietly struggling. Years later, he revealed that the non-stop pressure to perform and make money, not for himself but for the people around him, was draining.
I just want to make everyone happy and just love and do my music. Do you honestly think that that's the definition of a meth head and a crackhead? Teaching my niece her first dance moves, making music on my bed.
And
Absolutely.
You said you take opiates for surgeries that you've had in the past. Do you ever worry that you could ever overdose?
I mean, there's always that worry, but there's also the fact that I had to kiss my sister goodbye in the coffin. I had to kiss her body. I had to kiss her right on her cheek, and I kept kissing her. And that was a scary thing. My family knows. Before I did the show, the doctors, they knew that I was taking Xanax and stuff like that, and that I was going to actually psychiatrists to do that. I know that there is no happy ending.
Once Aaron's early fame started to fade, his life became a roller coaster of personal battles, from mental health struggles to substance abuse, and many people believe those issues were rooted in deep trauma from his childhood in the entertainment world. Recently, old photos have resurfaced showing a young Aaron spending time with Diddy, which has definitely reignited speculation online. Now, people are asking some very hard questions, wondering if Aaron may have been one of Diddy's youngest victims, with fans starting to piece things together, what they believe has been hidden for years. But things take an even darker turn from here, because in the months leading up to his death, Aaron got bold and vocal. He claimed to have dirt on major industry players and made several cryptic posts on social media that felt like warnings. Then, just before he was found in his bathtub, he reached out to Kanye West, asking to talk. Whatever he was about to say never came to light, and now people are wondering if he was stopped before he had the chance to expose it all. And this is where things get even more chilling, because not long after Aaron's death, Kanye West jumped into a conversation claiming it wasn't just some tragic accident. He hinted it was part of a much darker, more calculated plot, and Kanye called out Harley Pasternak, his former trainer, who had long been the subject of some pretty wild rumors. According to conspiracy theorists, Pasternak isn't just a fitness guru. He's allegedly a handler and someone who manipulates and controls high-profile celebrities behind the scenes. And Kanye even posted a screenshot of text from Pasternak where he appeared to threaten Kanye with being institutionalized and drugged into submission. In Kanye's eyes, Aaron's death might have happened because he was on the verge of exposing serious industry-level secrets. If what Kanye is suggesting holds any truth, Aaron may have been shut down before he could speak out.
No, none of y'all motherfuckers here with no Instagram, nobody living, nobody at, and I don't want to hear shit from none of these Jewish niggas talking about, oh, he's in an episode. Harley Pasternak followed me to the fucking hotel. The nigga killed Aaron Carter, and now they acting like they won't clear the Backstreet Boys sample. You get what I'm saying? Harley Pasternak, Pusha, your trainer. Harley Pasternak, Jay-Z. You get what I'm saying? And then niggas be hanging around these niggas just for the money or some Mike Rubin shit. I slap the shit out of Mike Rubin. I see that nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, fuck these niggas, bro. Fuck these niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Now, if you're wondering how all this circles back to Diddy, here's where things get messy. Kanye just didn't stop at accusing Harley Pasternak of being involved. He also dragged Diddy into the mix. According to Kanye, Diddy threatened him on behalf of unnamed Jewish people, and Kanye implied that one of those people was none other than Harley Pasternak. But hold up, wait a minute, it gets even crazier, because word on the streets is that this might just be the beginning of what federal investigators are starting to uncover. The latest rumor? Diddy is allegedly being looked into for using poison as a method to silence people who knew too much. And get this, Aaron Carter, Kim Porter, Jamie Foxx are all reportedly tied to this theory. 2 lives lost and 1 close call, and all now being re-examined with fresh eyes. And if this wasn't enough to make your jaw drop, insiders are claiming that Aaron was getting ready to expose some serious bombshells about Diddy, stuff that could have blown the lid off the industry. And some are even saying those secrets might have connected Diddy to a rumored Hollywood PDF file ring that allegedly preyed on young celebrities. So the big question is, did Aaron know something that could have blown the lid off of Diddy's carefully crafted image? Was he silenced before he could spill the tea? And what really went down during Aaron's final hours? The deeper you dig, the more unsettling it gets.
Aaron Carter, I want to verify that this is actually my GoFundMe page. There's been a lot of misdirection that I've had to do in order to protect myself from being the silence breaker for my brother, who is a rapist. And now they're after my life. My whole family is after my life. And they're setting me up. And Sony Records owes me $3.5 million, and they don't want to pay me, and it would be in their better interest, just like Michael told me. And Brad Paisley, who sued Sony Records for $10 million. They owe me money, and they're trying to kill me off. And I'm begging you and I'm pleading you, help me raise $100,000 as soon as I can, so I can move to an undisclosed location where I am safe. My realtor won't sell my house. They're all involved in this, and they're trying to keep me there. They had cops come and check for a rope in my garage, saying I wanted to hang myself. So please trust what I'm saying, and please donate.
Now, Aaron's battles with addiction and mental health were well known because he spent much of his adult life fighting those demons. So when news broke of his tragic passing, many people immediately assumed it was tied to a relapse or an overdose or even him unaliving himself. At first, law enforcement didn't label his death as suspicious, and for a while, it seemed just heartbreaking but straightforward in the case. unsettling new details have come to light, casting doubt on that initial story. In the first police report said Aaron's body was found in his bathtub by a housekeeper, but the cause of death wasn't released right away, leaving fans and the public to wonder what really happened. As for more information slowly emerging, those closest to Aaron, especially Nick Carter, began noticing odd discrepancies that raised even more questions about his final moments. 2 days after Aaron's death, an article from the LA Times revealed that the LA County Coroner's Office had completed an autopsy, but was holding back the official cause of death. According to the report, they were waiting on the results of chemical tests before making a final determination. The delay only fueled more speculation, leaving people wondering if there was more to the story than what was initially shared. The lack of immediate answers cast a shadow of uncertainty over Aaron's passing, especially as new and unsettling details about his final moments began to emerge in the weeks and months that followed. Toxicology reports are usually completed within a few weeks, but in Aaron Carter's case, it took 5 months for the results to be made public. And it wasn't until April 2023, a full 6 months after his death, that the LA County Medical Examiner coroner finally revealed their findings. The official report concluded that Aaron's death was accidental, caused by drowning. The coroner's office revealed that Aaron had taken Xanax and had been inhaling compressed gas, commonly known as huffing, before the incident. While this explanation seemed to officially close the case, the long delay and the mysterious circumstances surrounding his death led many to wonder if the full truth had come out here or if there was more lurking beneath the surface. Because when the news of Aaron's cause of death broke, many fans weren't surprised to hear it was linked to substance use because, like I said, his struggles with addiction had been well documented over the years and Aaron had always been open about his battles. It was a painful chapter of life that he never tried to hide. Aaron's struggles weren't limited to addiction though. He also battled an ED and the harsh body shaming that comes with living in the spotlight. A few years before his passing, he even got treatment to tackle these issues, revealing that his challenges went far beyond substance use.
I have a hiatal hernia. I have a stress condition. It's an eating disorder. How would you feel every 2 seconds seeing a tweet, you have AIDS, go die? Oh, look at this meth head. Oh, meth kills. Crack kills. Look at my teeth. Right?
Yeah.
Look at my teeth. Look at my face. I'm not a meth head. I've never touched it in my life. It's body shaming. It is the toughest thing to deal with.
When you're looking in the mirror and you see yourself, is that hard to see how much you've changed?
Oh my God, it hurts so bad. It hurts. It hurts so bad because there's like nothing I can do about it.
I feel like there's so many people out there that don't think, oh, celebrities are insecure. Are you insecure?
I get Voluma fillers, okay, to fill up my face.
Because you've lost so much weight that it sunk in.
No, it's just how I'm built. This is how I look.
Is there anything else that you do?
Yes, I get Voluma. I get Juvederm and then Restylane.
And given Aaron's history with mental health, and some fans wondered if he might have taken his own life, especially considering his strained family relationships and the lack of a solid support system. Because with everything he'd been through, it wasn't an unreasonable theory. But as more details emerged, more fans started questioning the official story and people began digging into old videos Aaron had posted in the days before his death. In several of these clips, Aaron spoke about feeling unsafe in his own home and expressed real fear for his life.
Afraid for my life. Anybody else have neighbors from hell, or am I the only one too? They don't deserve an explanation, sweetheart. None of them do. No, they don't. And that's why I'm just moving. So. Very sad. It is a very sad situation. It's horrible. And my property is completely secluded. These neighbors have been the scariest, worst people. I was threatened by them, by a gang.
And here's where things took an even stranger turn. Aaron's neighbors, Anthony and Amanda Shavel, both medically trained, heard a 911 call over a police scanner and rushed to help. Amanda, a registered nurse, even grabbed her defibrillator bag, prepared to assist if needed. However, when they arrived to Aaron's house, the house sitter wouldn't let them in. According to reports, Amanda later revealed that the house sitter locked the front door and then ran away from it as if trying to avoid any contact or help. And what makes this even more bizarre is that the house sitter didn't just keep the neighbors out. She also allegedly tried to stop the police from entering when they arrived just minutes later. And that's very suspicious, especially when you consider that even if she didn't know the neighbors, you'd think she wanted to make sure Aaron got some help. Why try to block the police if there is still a chance to save him? It only adds to the growing list of red flags surrounding his death. But that's not all, because there's also a theory involving Aaron's ex-fiancée, Melanie Martin. About a year before his death, reports surfaced that Aaron had broke up with Melanie after discovering she was working with his family to have him placed under a conservatorship.
Aaron Carter is no longer with his fiancée, Melanie Martin. They split just a week after she gave birth to their child. Now, one of the reasons they split is that he found out she was talking to his sister Angel behind his back, and he's estranged from his family, so he doesn't appreciate that at all. But apparently she was in communication with his family to put him under a conservatorship, or at least that's what he thinks she's doing. Yes, the same type of conservatorship that Britney Spears fought years to get out of. So of course, Aaron Carter is very upset at Melanie Martin. They split up, and we'll see what happens.
And Melanie was also arrested in the past after a physical altercation with Aaron, which she later opened up about in a YouTube video. According to Aaron, Melanie had put hands on him, leading to her arrest. In the video, he spoke about the emotional and physical mistreatment he endured during their relationship, revealing just how toxic and tumultuous things had gotten between them.
My ex-girlfriend is now in jail for domestic violence. She choked my trachea out. She ripped my arms open. She ripped my back open, and she punched me where I got my tooth pulled out of my mouth. So, and then hurt my trachea so bad that I can't speak. Anyway, all your donations and everything are appreciated, guys. Please donate right now. I love you.
He eventually had enough, getting a restraining order against her and filing for custody of their son. It is unclear whether Aaron and Melanie had fully made amends before his death, but some reports suggest they had reconnected in the days leading up to it. However, what really raised eyebrows was Melanie showing up to his house with not one, but two moving trucks shortly after his passing. The police investigation was still underway, so it was odd that she was even allowed to do that. And what really got people talking was the sheer amount of belongings that she brought. 2 truckloads of stuff felt excessive, especially considering she didn't even live there full time. And fans couldn't help but wonder if she was trying to clean out the house and remove things before investigators could get a clear picture of what was there to protect Diddy.
A few blocks over from me. If you guys don't know who Aaron Carter is, look him up. They found him dead in his restroom a few days ago. And today, his kid's mother is here at the property with 2 moving trucks.
Given all this sketchy behavior surrounding Aaron's fiance, some fans start to wonder if she might be the one of those people who was a paid Hollywood handler, someone who was there to manage and manipulate the young star. Now, as for Aaron's family, the relationship was notoriously toxic. He had publicly accused his brother Nick Carter of mistreatment, revealing that their dynamic was far from loving. Aaron also claimed that their late sister Leslie had done things to him when he was just 10 years old. Though he didn't go into detail, it was clear there was unresolved issues and trauma for that part of his past.
Is there any, no, respect me. I'm gonna go to sleep at 12 o'clock.
Okay, then go to sleep at 12.
But please no music.
You say this every night.
Yeah, but let me tell you something real quick. You're gonna turn the music down and respect me,
Hey,
all right?
spit in my face,
all right?
dog. Don't spit in my face,
all right?
man.
You're gonna respect
Don't
me.
spit in my
You're gonna
face.
respect me.
Don't spit in my
You're gonna
face,
respect me.
Nick.
You're gonna
Don't
respect
spit
me.
in my face.
You're gonna
I'm
respect
sick of
me.
you doing this to me.
You're
Stop
gonna
it.
respect me.
Stop it.
You're gonna respect me.
Stop it. What are you doing?
You're gonna respect.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
You're gonna respect my
Get
house.
out of my room. What are you doing?
So how does Diddy come into all this? Well, some sources claim that it wasn't just Diddy being involved, but powerful Hollywood figures who have supposedly been covering for him for years. And they might actually be behind Aaron's tragic death. The theory is that Aaron was about to reveal major secrets about these industry insiders right before he passed. And adding to the mystery, the very last tweet Aaron sent out to Kanye on November 4th, just one day before he was found unresponsive, read, "Yo, Kanye, let's talk. Man to man. Well, in this new documentary, Nick opened up about Aaron's passing, and from the things he said, it's kind of sounding like he knows that things were not what they appeared to be. He said, "I'll never forget, being in London at the time when it happened and getting the text message. It's still unbelievable to this day. I haven't had a chance to grieve." Well, according to Nick Carter, Aaron was reportedly working on one final explosive video where he planned to expose every shady figure in the industry. He supposedly had solid evidence to back up his claims, so it wasn't just talk. Remember that tweet where he said he wanted to talk to Kanye? Allegedly, he was hoping to show Kanye the video and get his approval. Sadly, Aaron passed away before he could ever do that, making Nick super suspicious. And if his claims pan out, well, let's just say that things are about to get insanely messy for Diddy and everybody else he named in that video. But in the meantime, I gotta know what y'all feel about this. Y'all remember Aaron and Nick Carter? Drop your thoughts and comments below and then check out this next video.